I've just got back from my test, my COVID test, and I thought something else I can do instead of van life videos now this is all coming to a close. It could be my tip of the day, and here comes my tip of the day. Right, so the van's all the way up there at this site I'm at. I found it on Park for Night, and there's Prince just disappearing off. Come here, Prince. Prince. Yeah, he's just disappearing off up there. Come here. Come on. Yeah, so my tip of the day is in regards to van life. It's a COVID-19 tip. So I booked an appointment, I paid for the test. It was 119 euros for me, so 119 for the test. Now, there is another test, which is 40 euros, I think. That's not the proper test, so I wouldn't be getting that unless anything changes, because that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for the actual PCR test, which is 119, but the prices seem to range from 119, and I actually saw one. Prince, come here. Come here. I actually saw one for, I think it was 280 euros. Prince, come here. 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. It's Prince just trying to run off, and I don't really want him to run off all the way up there. Yeah, so the place that was 280 euros, that place was actually booked up until Tuesday. But anyway, so my appointment was at 11 o'clock. So I was there at about 10 to 11. Now it's in the city or the town of Burgos in Spain, and I decided to leave a little bit earlier because I knew that there could be a problem with parking, because when I looked at it on the map, the test centre, it seemed to be right in the middle of the city. So I thought, here we go. So I left earlier to try and get parked, and then I decided to do a quick drive past just to make sure I knew where it was, and then I was going to go and find a car park. So I went round the corner to where it was, and then actually there was a great big huge space, and I thought, brilliant, with a great big van. So I parked up there, and then some builders came out and said, oh, you can't park there. And then I spoke to them. I got onto Google Translate, and they said, yeah, it's all right if you're just going to get a test done, 5-10 minutes, it'll be fine. So I then went into the test centre, and there was some women in there and a man, and a receptionist. And I said, I'm here for the test and everything. And they said, oh no, you're going to have to come back. You'll have to come back at 11:45. And I said, well, no, because the email says that I'm meant to be at 11. And here I am. And they said, no, 11:45. And I said, no way, I don't have time. I can't leave the dog in the van and the van in a large town. So what I decided to do was just get the company that I'd originally booked it with on the phone, which was the same company, but their main base is in Madrid. So I spoke to them, and they said, speak to the they said, give the phone over to the lady. So I gave the phone over to the lady, because they were English speakers, and then they spoke to them in Spanish and said, you know, we have told them to go there at 11, and they agreed. But then they got into some sort of argument once they got off the phone. They said, no, you're still going to have to wait until 11:45. So I sort of in turn made my case that I've got a dog in the van, I've got a huge van, it's taking up a space of the builders, and they were getting more and more agitated, and then they agreed that they would actually see me at 11:30. And here's my tip of the day. Don't get into a debate with people in a coronavirus testing centre, because as I was then sent down a corridor to this room where they were going to test me, I immediately noticed a lady in this little room gloving up, the old latex gloves, snapping them on, and I thought, oh Christ, that's one of the women I was having a debate with. And I've heard about these tests up the old nose, and she didn't disappoint. She did not disappoint. She rammed it right up my hooter, right up both nostrils as well, actually. And I reckon she probably took a few brain cells of the limited that I have with it as she pulled the swab out. They stick it right up your nose to the point where my eyes are watering and everything. I think it's normal. I've seen it on videos, and I saw a friend of mine getting it done. So yeah, but it's not a pleasant experience. So the tip of the day, as I make my way back to the van, because Prince is waiting, is make sure you plan out, if you're in Europe, about coming back, because you do need to have a test to get into France, Spain, Germany, Italy. So make sure you plan the parking so that if there's any hiccups, you don't have to get into a debate with these people, because there was no bigger shock of my mind to realise that the person I'd be having a debate with was about to stick a very pointy cotton wool bud up my nose. It's not really a cotton wool bud, it's almost like a mini toilet brush, right up my nose, and then say your test results should be in tomorrow, and probably in Spanish because I didn't understand it. Now, which I did. So there's my tip of the day, and now I'm going to have to wait here for my results and see. Anyway, thanks for watching. As I say, I'm making my way back to the van, which is just there, and I will probably make another video tomorrow to let you know if I can go to France. Cheers for watching. Bye bye.